This is the story of a man named Andy, a respected banker whose life takes a sharp and sudden turn. He is wrongfully convicted of a crime he didn't commit, the murder of his wife and the man she was secretly involved with. Despite his consistent claims of innocence, Andy is sentenced to life in a maximum security prison known for being impossible to escape. The prison, surrounded by cold stone walls and guarded by harsh rules, is a place where hope fades quickly. Many inmates have spent decades there, so long that they've forgotten what the outside world feels like. Life inside is governed by fear, routine, and silence. Mistakes are met with cruelty, and escape? Unthinkable. Andy arrives quietly, keeps to himself, and barely speaks to anyone. But over time, he befriends a man named Red, an inmate who has been behind bars for 20 years. Red is known for being able to get items from the outside that might ease the rough life inside. One day, Andy requests two things from Red: a rock hammer and a large poster of a movie actress. Red is curious. He asks Andy if he's planning to dig his way out of prison. Andy simply says, "You'll understand when the time comes." Soon after, Red warns Andy about some dangerous inmates who have bad intentions. Andy tries to ignore them, but unfortunately, he becomes their victim more than once. For 2 long years, he endures the pain in silence. He never complains, never retaliates. His body carries the bruises, but his face never shows anger, just quiet strength. Then one day, a group of inmates is selected to work on repairing the prison's rooftop. Andy is among them. While working, he overhears a guard named Hadley talking about how he's going to lose a large inheritance to taxes. Andy seizes the moment. He tells Hadley there's a legal way to protect the money by transferring it to his wife as a gift, free of taxes. Hadley, surprised and skeptical at first, listens. Andy offers to help him with the paperwork for free. All he asks in return is a few bottles of beer for the workers. That evening, as the sun sets, Andy and the other inmates enjoy cold drinks on the rooftop. For a brief moment, they feel human again. And Red realizes that Andy is no ordinary man. From that point forward, Andy begins gaining the trust of the prison officials. His financial skills catch the attention of the prison's warden, who offers him a role assisting with the prison's bookkeeping. Andy soon becomes involved in managing shady finances for the warden, helping hide illegal earnings by creating a false identity, a person who exists only on paper. Meanwhile, Andy quietly improves life inside the prison. He expands the prison library, helps inmates get their high school diplomas, and builds a sense of purpose within the gray stone walls. Years go by, and a young inmate named Tommy arrives. He's energetic and eager to change. Andy helps him study and supports him like a mentor. One day, Tommy reveals a chilling story. He once shared a cell with a man who confessed to committing the very crime Andy was imprisoned for. Andy sees a spark of hope. He tells the warden the story, expecting justice. But the warden has no intention of letting Andy go. Andy knows too much about his illegal dealings. To silence the truth, the warden has Tommy killed and tells Andy it was an attempted escape gone wrong. Devastated and angry, Andy refuses to help the warden anymore. As punishment, he's thrown into solitary confinement for 2 months. When Andy returns, he seems different, calmer, more focused. He tells Red about his dream, to live by the ocean in a quiet Mexican town called Zihuatanejo, fix up a boat, and live freely. Red brushes it off, saying that hope is dangerous in prison. But Andy smiles. He says there are only 2 choices: get busy living or get busy dying. Before walking away, he makes Red promise something. He tells him to remember a specific field in a nearby town. Under a large tree by a stone wall, there's a black rock. Underneath it, something important is buried. That night, Andy doesn't come out of his cell. In the morning, panic spreads. His cell is empty. The guards are shocked. The warden rushes in, and when he tears down the poster on Andy's wall, he discovers a tunnel hidden behind it. Andy had spent 2 decades quietly digging through the wall using the small rock hammer Red gave him. Every day, he carried small bits of stone in his pockets and scattered them in the yard. That night, Andy crawled through the tunnel, broke open a sewage pipe, and crawled through over 500 yards of waste to escape. He emerged a free man. The next day, Andy walks into a bank with IDs and documents tied to the fake identity he had created. He withdraws nearly $3 million, all of it laundered money from the warden scams. He mails evidence of the crimes to the press. When the news breaks, the warden is exposed. Before the authorities can arrest him, he takes his own life. Meanwhile, Red is released from prison. But life outside feels cold and unfamiliar. He struggles to adapt. The world has moved on without him. At one point, he considers ending his own life. Then he remembers Andy's words, the promise. He travels to the field, finds the tree, and under the black rock, discovers a box. Inside is money and a letter from Andy, inviting him to join him in Mexico. The letter ends with a simple message. Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. In the final scene, Red arrives at a beautiful beach. In the distance, Andy is working on a boat, just like he dreamed. The two friends are finally free together in a place where hope lives. A tale of quiet strength and unbreakable hope. This story isn't about prison, it's about resilience, friendship, and the quiet courage to hold on to hope even when everything seems lost. Andy didn't just escape walls of stone, he escaped despair. He turned the smallest chance into a life of freedom, inspired by timeless stories of courage and redemption. Thank you for being part of this journey. We truly hope this story brought something meaningful to you. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.